obviously one of the more trending topics in the past week or so, the 2080. What are your guys' thoughts?
Wait for benchmarks?
That's what everybody says.
Everybody. Just at the same time, people have been angry at me because they feel like I'm the shill for NVIDIA, but I think people, never pre-order, because why would you? But wait for the benchmarks. At the same time, would I run out and go buy a 1080 Ti or a 1080 right now? I want to wait and see what's going to be on the other side. And I do respect that what they're trying to do with this card may not go over well, but they are at least trying to go for something else besides just more frame rates at a higher resolution, which most people don't really need at this point. So I respect that. And I think people need to just pump on the hate brakes a little bit. So.
Well, I feel like whatever reason there exists during the keynote, we haven't seen any kind of performance benchmarks or even numbers. Whatever reason it is, it's not a positive reason. So we have to wait unless we
just buy it, man.
It's just
buy it.
That's what they
See,
told me
you don't want
to
to say
do.
that and have Steve.
They told me to just buy it.
You want all your life to have ray tracing, man.
It just works.
Yeah, something like.
For me, I'm not as smart as most of my coworkers, so for me, it's just the itch. I'm just like, I gotta get it. I don't know why. When I see something new and shiny, I just want it, and I think that's kind of a problem, but at the same time, to each their own,
Do you guys think that's a thing among the PC community? Is like when there's a new hardware announced, everybody's like, oh, I need to get it?
It can be.
It's a humanity issue.
Yeah.
It's
True.
It's a humanity
True.
issue. Everyone wants the newest, biggest.
And on the 2080, though, I think a lot of the ray tracing stuff, it is really cool. There is validity to wanting to go that direction, definitely. NVIDIA is doing a good job of trying to go that direction. They're also doing a good job of trying to go that direction when there's not a process shrink and they can't get improvement in performance elsewhere. So there is a marketing play, but hopefully there's some actual gain from it for the industry. Because chicken or the egg problem, no one can do ray tracing if they don't have hardware to do ray tracing on the developer side. But also on the consumer side, games don't really have it yet other than the few they listed or any of the other features they had. So it's a problem there, but at the end of the day, NVIDIA can't get more gains easily until they get down to 7 nanometer, because they're on 14 or 16 now, depending on which card. So that's a limitation. And price is a limitation, because GDDR6 is 20% more than GDDR5. So definitely there's a lot of marketing going into the RTX announcement, which is not abnormal for any product announcement. But I don't know. I mean, keep it in mind, I guess, because if you buy it, it's not like the games that you play today will look amazing and way better than they ever have unless you're on some really old graphics card, because frankly they don't have the features that it supports yet.
Right.
So.
Ultimately, the problem is we need competition for graphics cards, right? AMD needs to get its butt into action, because it's been awesome on CPU side with Ryzen and Threadripper and Core i9 and Core i7. You could get cores now that you could never get 5 years ago for the price you're paying for. If we see that in GPUs, everybody will be happy. Nobody will be complaining about 2080 at whatever price. Everybody will just be happy.
The competition's a huge concern too, because as NVIDIA takes more control of the market, they're getting into a position where they have more control over partners and media and everyone else in the chain. So ideally, they just keep making good video cards and leave it at that. But definitely there is a precedent that without competition, look at Intel for 10 years before they had Ryzen to face. It kind of stagnates. So that's actually a big concern of mine is what happens if AMD stops making video cards that can compete.
Yeah, I would imagine that would happen, but yeah, that is always a concern. I think they're going to continue to push, and 2080 could be amazing. It could be a complete disaster, because they could take a right turn when AMD makes a left turn, and everybody wants to go left turn with AMD this time. So we don't know. So